I'm Lynn LaValley from Therapy for Language and Communication in Wallingford. And when I began our clinic, my goal was to break out of the mindset of speech therapy is artic. I can't say R's and L's. So it was really important for me to have communication in the title because that is the root of everything. In whatever way, shape, or form it comes, it's communication is what we're trying to get our kids to do. I got interested in this field when my cousin was born and had a stroke in utero and then continued to have complications after birth. And I was in high school. I went to go visit her mom, and a speech pathologist came over, and I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. You get to work with little ones. And I kind of progressed with her and knew instantly that this is the field I wanted to go into. And then when I was in grad school, I loved working with an adult who had a horrible experience and lost the ability to speak and began using a device, and it was amazing to see what was in there. He just bloomed using a device, and he even communicated that people can look at him and think less of him. He was married prior to the experience he had and had a job, and now people look at him. He was also wheelchair bound, and it was very difficult for people to interact with him. And so giving him the ability then to communicate with other people became my passion, and that was excellent. A lot of people immediately go to a high-tech device. Accessibility is usually the iPad with an app on it, communication app on it, and that can have its place, but it's not the answer for everybody. You have to think about accessibility. You have to think about making sure a device is seen as a communication tool. So that's looking at a high-tech device where you can activate one button, it'll open up to something else. There are no precursor skills to being an AAC user, none at all, but there are different realms, so the high-tech, mid-tech, and low-tech for different students or different individuals. And a lower-tech device could be anything from just a visual support to something like the ProxPad that provides voice output as well. I think it depends on where they are as far as age-wise. So gaining access in the school system is usually for the Board of Education, for the school district to do for you. My most important thing is that students have an actual evaluation. Too many times it's just we have this accessible and that's what we're going to use. And so it's not an evaluation. I think when we do an evaluation, you have to look at many different factors. You have to look at where the needs are in the school, the accessibility for the student, even something like carrying it around, the weight of the device. And then what is important for the parent, because communication doesn't just stop at the school. So having it wrap around into that home as well. In a private setting like this, we've done Medicaid paperwork so that it could be processed as durable medical equipment and help support students or individuals that way as well so that they can have it because at 21 a school district can say, I'm going to take that back because we're no longer responsible for providing you with this free education. To have parent involvement for an AAC user is of the utmost importance, and it's huge. I've had a student that has had a device for years, and it took a long time for her mom to accept that that was going to be her voice. And once mom really turned that corner and saw the value in it, she has progressed so much quicker, and saying amazing things. She complimented somebody on their nails recently and activated pretty and then pointed to the nails, and the mom's like, do you want to get your nails done? You want a manicure too? And she said she is in 6th grade now, so she's about 11. And then she said, I want pretty. And that's amazing. She's been silly using her device as well. And these are things that she's doing with her mom and her grandmother. So her mother and grandmother were talking once in the car, and they were talking about presents for the holidays, and they were joking and said, hey, don't say anything. And she used her device and said, shh. And so she gets that. So now that mom values that as her communication, she's talking with mom, and she is absolutely more motivated. And she's silly. Like, the things that she has said with it is amazing. My goal this year has been to really increase awareness and acceptance of individuals of all abilities, and then their communication form in whatever way, shape, or form it is. That is my passion right now, and it's just bringing it out of the community. I've only ever been in the private special education world, and everyone is invested in that. Everyone buys into it, and then coming from that into a clinic, we're a close-knit group here, and I still am able to help people that are in our clinic currently understand, but getting people outside of here to understand is huge. We even did a lemonade stand in the lobby here with a device user, so that people that came in and out were able to communicate with her. Just getting people to understand and say, oh wow, that she does have a voice. I think that is huge in the community, just in general, for people to understand that people communicate in a variety of ways, whether it be sign, whether it be picture communication only, whether it be a voice output system, helping people to accept that and respect it. There's even times that people are like, oh, that's a mishit. They don't really mean that. No, I think they might have. It's not right or wrong. I think we have to stop testing students and just start accepting what they say and find the purpose behind what they're saying.